Last episode of No Money Spent, I went through my strategy and how I'm going to build my team and what modes I was going to play first to start getting an all diamond lineup. But now we have a lot of very solid cards in the team from playing offline and getting a lot of XP. So now I'm going to share with you what I'm going to be doing next and what progress we've made so far. Right now, the objective is to work towards that 99 Randy Johnson and company and get those live series collections done as soon as possible. These cards are the best cards in the game right now and are especially valuable over the long term because they are great while also being great for future legend and flashback collections. So as our No Money Spent players, we have to allocate our stubs towards that, play the long game, and get these cards right now. Yes, we can use some temporary cards right now to make our team better for cheap. However, if we're playing No Money Spent for the entirety of the year, we should be smart, allocate our subs for the long term, and use cards that are free to earn. And what we are trying to do in specific is tackle the live series diamonds that are above 90 overall. The main reason we're trying to get these guys now is because they are very expensive right now, but they're gonna go up even more over time. Usually each year, as less and less packs are being pulled, the game is released for some time and people start building up stubs, these 90 plus diamonds start to go up in price. And they had actually started to go up in price a good bit already before the full game released last night, and now more and more people are kind of buying those packs and starting the cycle again. So this is really the time to save up our stubs, tackle the guys like Mike Trout, OHTANI, Jacob deGrom, Acuna, and get these guys as soon as possible. If we can get all of these guys within the next week, it'll save us a lot of stubs because they're gonna go up and these lower diamonds are gonna go down in price because people are gonna start to want them less and less. And yesterday we actually bought our first high diamond, Mr. Shohei Ohtani, and this is about the price I bought him, right around the 150k point. And I had been saving my stubs, doing some flipping, got some lucky packs, and we ended up with Ohtani. And he's basically the only live series diamond I have right now because again, I'm trying to be smart with my stubs, allocate them towards the expensive players, selling any good pack pulls and lower diamonds that I get right now, and hoping they go down in price because they likely will in some point. And we also completed the USA Conquest map one time. It was about 5-6 hours, so a lot of time. However, I did get Piazza and Didi Gregorius on the team. They are on the bench, but we also got the gold prospect packs and sold all of those for about 2 to 3k stubs a piece, which again is more stubs in our pocket. We completed one mini season for the very first time. So we got this Evan Longoria for completing mini seasons the first time as well, and he is our third baseman for the time being. Again, getting these diamonds for free, using them for now while we are upgrading team is valuable, and along with the XP we got for those modes, we got some face the franchise cards. I've gotten some lucky packs like Mike Trout, Jazz Chisholm, and Wander Franco, cards that I was kind of looking for. If you want to know the best cards you should be looking for, you should check out this face of the franchise tier list I made the other day. I am looking to replace some of these players because I don't love them as diamonds, but they work for now as we are building the team and we're using them in the very beginning of the game. And we're actually rolling up in the program on those sellable choice packs. So I am conflicted if I want to keep or sell these guys. I don't know what to do because I think 20k stubs is 20k stubs in the pocket, but it's also really nice to get someone like a Brian Reynolds, throw him in right field because this card is nasty. But I also think these cards may go down by the time of the program ending. So, you know, give it a couple more days and more people start getting these cards. They might be even cheaper because they're already 20k and we have 24 days left in the program. So I'm kind of conflicted on that, but even if I do sell them, it's like 120k stubs for selling all 6 of them. So not the biggest stubs by the time I probably get them all, but overall still pretty solid for some stubs in the pocket at least. Speaking of stubs, we do want to continue grinding our stub count, working towards our high diamonds. I could hop into ranked season with this team and start making progress, but for me as a content creator, I'm trying to use ranked as a route to do some debuts, review some cards, and these cards I'm going to take into ranked individually and do videos on them. So for me, I'm going to do it bit by bit for at least now, but we are going to try to get World Series, try to get those innings played as well so we can get the World Series players and get some stubs out of that. Right now, they are going for a couple 100,000 stubs, which again is good stubs in the pocket if you prefer the ranked season style, getting Dontrelle Willis and selling him if you can get him soon enough, that is. Then We have our Battle Royale program, which is actually what I'm going to tackle now because I think the stubs in here are great. The bronze, silver, and gold BR program cards sell for a good amount. The stubs you get along the way are nice. You get some standard packs, and you have the chance of going 12-0, getting yourself an extra flawless player, and getting yourself a 90+ diamond out of that. And for me, my skill level of the game, I'm going to tackle BR, get this program done. And if you do all the things in just the program, you end up getting about 120k stubs if you were to sell everything. You also do get 22 standard packs and 7 ball and habit packs. So you're giving yourselves an opportunity to pull diamonds, get lucky, get those free cards, and add them on your team, which is very valuable along with those stubs. And yeah, you do spend some stubs redrafting, but if you don't spend too many, you keep it below like 10k stubs, give or take, then you're still making over 100k stubs easily, which is monumental dub towards these high diamonds. And the event is pretty solid right now to tackle. This current event, the show starts now, kind of mid rewards. They're very cheap. You could sell these on their own, make like 40-ish K. I don't even know if I'd recommend that. I feel like I would play the long game, pick up these guys during the event and earn them, and then wait over time for them to likely go up in price, because right now they're very cheap, but as they're not being earned in events, they might go up over time. And we could actually use some of these cards in the team, like Soriano could be a very fun corner outfielder, and then, you know, Nolan Ryan could be Nolan Ryan. But if you don't like to play online, I'm gonna suggest 3 big things for you right now if you're trying to grind that XP and stubs, which if you aren't someone who likes playing online, this is perfectly fine, and you could grind these things offline before you even touch an online game. Road to the Show is a really good way at grinding some XP and stubs. It all starts with these archetype programs. You see in this program, this is just the bronze version, you get equipment, stubs, XP along the way. And these will give you good progress. This program is a good amount of XP in just its own. You also get that gameplay XP for getting at bats in Road to the Show. So it's a good route to go if you enjoy the mode. Grind out your created player. You could use them in DD, get up to those diamond archetypes, sell the equipment you get a good amount of XP and stubs by going about it this way. And I hear this is actually like the most efficient way. I don't like Road to the Show much myself, so I'm going to personally avoid it. March to October is also a really good way at grinding some XP and stubs from what I hear. I mean, at least the XP part, that is, because it is entirely separate from DD, and I'm not sure what the stub count is, but you get about, give or take, 80 to 100k XP for full MTO season from what I have heard. I guess the downside is it is entirely separate from DD, and it seems the stub count is a little lower, but if you are trying to get a hold of these face to franchise cards right away, it's probably a good way to go about it. Do a couple MTO runs and you can get a few of these cards in your inventory right away. And then if you are someone who wants to stay within the DD landscape, I would recommend just grinding mini seasons or doing some Conquest maps. Like I did mini seasons once, do the USA Conquest. I'd recommend doing those at least once if you're someone who's sticking within DD. The free packs, the players involved, worth it. But past that, you know, you don't have to do mini seasons a second time, the Conquest second time, but if you are someone who wants to, there is value in that. I think the Conquest is better for stubs overall because you get those gold prospect cards. Get about 24k right now for selling all of them. In this mystery map, you could also repeat. You get a 5-pack bundle and some hidden rewards, which I think is more standard packs. 5k packs for just 3 3-inning games might be a pretty solid grind if you want to rip some packs and get lucky. And then finally, you have mini seasons. I made a video going through a specific method to grind this quicker, but if you can complete the championship, you're gonna get 5k XP, 10k stubs, get those gold prospect choice packs again in this mode if you want to, just by grinding out the missions in that method. And the XP, I think, is probably higher within mini seasons. And I also heard this strategy, if you do beat that gameplay XP threshold where you hit like 110k XP and a game says you hit the XP cap, what you can do is use this mode to grind the missions and keep on restarting over and over again. Keep on grinding those all-star home runs, for example, and you can still get pretty solid XP out of that for the time being. And this is what we're going to be doing next in the no money spent process. Now that we have a solid team, we're going to use this team, go into online modes, or just keep on grinding the XP and building up the team some more. But we want to focus on stubs. Now that we have a solid team to play with, we're going to look to get that stub count up so we can keep on improving, but also tackling those live series collections. Whatever you do, I would recommend spending your stubs towards those 90+ diamonds, especially here in the early game before they get way too expensive because it's likely going to happen at some point. Tackle them now, play it safe, get these live series collections done as soon as you can, and you're going to be set for the game as a no money spent player. And in terms of flipping, I know I mentioned last episode I wanted to flip. I will say the market has been tough. It seems to not be moving quick, not many margins as well. So for me, especially someone who's not great at flipping myself, it has been tough. However, in terms of some general insight to you guys, you should check out showzone.io. Their site is a good resource. I would recommend checking their flipping tool they have, and you could sort by how fast you could flip these cards, how many stubs you can get per each flip, and just the profit per minute, I think is what it says. So you want to find that mix of cards that are moving quick, because there aren't that many right now, and enough of a gap in between that buy now and the sell now. And basically, again, when you flip, if you see a card that has a good gap between the buy now and the sell now, you're gonna go on here, you're gonna put in a buy order at that right side price, buy him, and whenever that order goes through, put him right back up, create a sell order at that left price, take advantage of those people who are impatient and use buy now and sell now. And we're gonna try to be smart, be patient, go for either a large quantity of cards with smaller gaps, or go for less cards with the big gaps, but be patient and waiting a bit and maybe doing it in between games and such. It's tough, but you can still make some solid stubs by being in the market without really spending that much time in it. And next episode, we're gonna have more 90+ diamonds on the team. We'll probably get ready to hop into ranked and probably do our first ranked game then. So if you want to see more of the series, make sure you sub down below, like this video if you enjoyed, and we're going to be grinding out this no money spent series all year, keeping you guys updated on my strategies and things I'm doing to build this team to a God squad. I appreciate you all watching. I hope you all enjoyed. More videos coming out later today as well, so I appreciate you all, and I will see you all again on next video. Deuces.